Good morning! Welcome to day 15 on the Camino del Norte. And do you know what that means? That means I just have 5 walking days left until I get to Oviedo, my destination this year. In any case, it is going to be a long day, but the last long day. It's going to be about a 30-kilometer walk as I leave Llanes and head to Ribadasella today. That means around 18 and a half, 19 miles, so yeah, a long one. And unfortunately, I had to leave my hotel before they started serving breakfast, which wasn't until 8 a.m. because that would put me leaving town at 9, and with such a long walk, that's just not doable. So anyway, the folks at the hotel were nice enough to point me in the direction of a cafeteria that was open, but they didn't have much of anything. At least I was able to have coffee, juice, and a croissant. So that'll keep me until I find something else. I know I fret a lot about breakfast, but on the Camino, you know, the 3 things you think about all the time is eating, walking, and sleeping. I'm gonna show you a little something, and this is legitimately the #1 reason why. Even when you're tired, you know, and you're like, I just wanna get there, this is why you should take the coastal way every single time, even if it's longer. This right here is probably one of the top 2 or 3 views I've had on the entire Camino. I'm being very careful because I don't want to fall, but look at that. Look at that behind me. Pure magnificence. Show and tell time isn't over. Right next to that viewpoint I showed you, there's a little cove with stairs that come down onto the beach. And of course, if I had the opportunity, you know, I never miss an opportunity to walk on the beach. But this isn't any old beach. Just look at this. It's absolutely incredible. And the best part is, like, you can tell I'm the first person to walk on it today because there are no footsteps. And obviously this is probably completely covered during high tide. So I'm just really lucky to be able to be here now and actually spend some time down here. Oh, what an incredible day. You know, I'm only like less than 3 miles in. It's already an incredible day. The Camino is actually taking me along the beach for once. Check it out. Look at that. It's kitty cat nap time. In kitty cat heaven. I don't want to bother them. I'll get scared. Do you want to be my friend? Come on. Be my friend. I miss my kitties. No? You don't want to be my friend? Fine. I can't even. This is just so gorgeous. Oh, what a lovely day so far. You know, for all of the perceived pitfalls of the Camino del Norte, the fact that you walk on pavement so much, that it is so difficult, that, you know, it can rain, it's more expensive, it doesn't have the camaraderie of the French way, all of those things people talk about, it most certainly knocks it out of the park when it comes to natural beauty. You just, you know, you have to work for it a bit harder. That's all it is. And you also have to learn how to give yourself some grace. And, you know, I think I may be giving myself some grace today. I am about 10 miles in and still have about 8 to go. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like walking the entire way to Ribadasella. There's a cave there that I've been wanting to see, and I think there's still tickets available, but I won't make it if I continue walking, and I'm just tired. And so, and honestly, we're done with the beach for today, so, you know, the best part's over. But anyway, I'm debating in the next town over stopping to have a little bite to eat, because I am pretty hungry since I didn't have much for breakfast, and then potentially waiting for the bus to take me the 10-minute ride into Ribadasella. That would take me another 3 hours to walk. So we'll see. I thought about doing this before and it didn't work out because, you know, the bus schedules didn't work out. I know that the next bus is about an hour and 45 minutes from now, so that would require a very long lunch, and I may lose patience and keep on walking. So stay tuned. You know what happened, right? I've been fed and watered, and now I have a new burst of energy. I'm not sure I'm going to walk the whole way still, but there's an hour to go before the bus comes. So I figured in that hour, I can at the very least try to make it to the next town and get some extra mileage in. So we shall see how far I get. I fell for the oldest trick in the Camino mapping book, the climb to the church. Should have just stayed on the road. Okay, I'm getting one more view of the sea thanks to that climb, so I guess it's okay. Camino mapping gods forgiven. Now let's just make it to the bus stop in time. I made it to the bus stop with like 3 minutes to spare. Oh. Excellent, right on the Camino. Okay, so a 10-minute bus ride later from Belmonte de Bria, I did make it into Ribadasella. Yes, a bus ride. But you know what? I'm not exactly feeling like a slacker here. I still walked about 15 miles today, over 5.5 hours. And I felt that that was enough for today, especially because I'd already gotten the absolute best out of the day. And you know, I think it comes down to, like, we were talking earlier about the reasons why you're doing the Camino. That's why everybody has their own way. You know, in life, you don't always get to skip the parts that get tough. That's the whole point in many ways of the Camino, is pushing through mental and physical pain when you no longer want to do something. But here's the thing. I've been doing endurance sport for a very long time now, and I have nothing left to prove in that regard. So for me, it's kind of like, you know, I'm nearing the end. I am tired, and I am here for fun at the end of the day. And just today, when I saw that it was 30K, I was like, I don't know about this. And I just, you know, could I have finished? Yeah, absolutely. I had no issue finishing. I just didn't want to, plain and simple. And I'm glad I got here early. I actually, you know, yesterday when I was in Llanes, I never got to try the local cider. And so today I went to a traditional sidreria and I had the cider. It's not for me. You know, they pour it like if it were Moroccan tea from like up high, and you're supposed to drink it like shots. They serve you very little at a time. And I also had like a local dish called cachopo, which is essentially like a breaded steak, except it's also like stuffed with goat cheese, which was very yummy, but the portion is so big, there's like even half size. It's like, no, there's no way. So I left half of it. But anyway, I am now exploring the town, except that it's getting super cloudy, like it's gonna rain. So I'm just grateful I had a wonderful walking day with only like a tiny little bit of drizzle at some point towards the end, but really just gorgeous day. So if it gets cloudy now, it'll be a bummer, but not the end of the world.